fucking freedom!
Hey guys, it's Denham again, or Den Weasel, or whatever. I hope you all had a rad Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you are celebrating, religious or otherwise, and I hope you spent it just like I did, getting fat and disgusting and feeling dreadful, but in the company of great people like family and stuff. I thought, seeing as it's now the sort of New Year break and people have got time, we could have a crack at another trick tip. So I thought today we'd look at another rail flip. We'd look at a Reintges or Reintges Flip. How is this trick different from a normal rail flip? So with this one, the board is kind of popping up and over rather than kind of around latitudinally, as you know, or horizontally. Basically the board isn't spinning like a normal rail flip, it's popping up and over, it's popping up vertically. The Crossfoot Reintges Flip, what we want to be comfortable with already is getting into rail. That's going to be really important, and it might help you to kind of know how to do a normal Reintges flip as well, because you'll kind of know the mechanics around it and how the trick works, so that could be helpful for you too. So of course the key difference is we've got both feet on one end of the board for this rail flip rather than having them spread apart like a standard rail flip. Singles aren't that difficult, but the pop for them and the flip is quite subtle, so there's quite a lot of control needed to be able to get it right. Let's have a look at it and give them a go. Right, so I'm up in rail, so that's going to be the first step of this trick. Pull yourself up into rail, get into rail however you want. So what I'm doing here is crossing what would be my back foot around behind the front foot, okay? So remember, I'm regular, so this might be kind of mirrored for you if you're riding goofy. Of course, that back foot is coming round behind the front foot and onto the tail. Now you'll notice that my feet aren't side by side. My back foot is kind of perpendicular to the front foot and my toes are pointing in towards the board itself. So that's the key part of this trick. I see a lot of people trying to get the foot position whereby both feet are flat together like this. That's not going to work. So it's going to be a lot easier if you've got that foot pointing in. So while you're doing it, try and twist your body a little bit towards your board so that it lines your feet up a little bit easier. Now for the flip, my front foot, which is the foot that's over the wheel, isn't doing a lot of work. Mainly its job is to just get out of the way. So what you'll see in the video here is I'm preloading the pop a little bit. I'm bending my knees a little bit to be able to jump and get the height when the board starts coming round. Think of it kind of less of a flip and more about using the pressure on that back foot to flip the board over. So as soon as you're compressed, you're going to jump and push down on that back foot on the edge of the board, just where that tapering is going down to the tail, and that'll help the board pop over. Now the flip here, like I've said, is pretty subtle, so you need to just give it a bit of a flick and a bit of a push down on that foot that's wrapped around, and then jump and get high a little bit. You might want to jump over towards, if you're regular, your left hand side, or if you're goofy, over to your right hand side as well, to follow the trajectory of the board a little bit. But remember, it's a subtle pop. If you hit it too hard, it's going to overflip, which is great if you're wanting to learn the double ones, but not so good if you're trying to go for this one. So remember, if we've turned our shoulders a little bit into the board, we need to kind of follow that motion back out when the board pops, so that we're landing nice and straight. So as soon as your feet are starting to unwrap, bring your shoulders round a little bit, because remember, like we said before, we might be turning into the board a touch. Rad, so I hope you all have a great new year as well. I know this one's kind of sucked a little bit, but it's been great to see so many more people skating freestyle. The community is growing and the support that everyone's showing each other is incredible. I'd like to thank everyone as well who supported Terror-Firma this year through the Buy Me a Coffee page, and also just by buying gear, offering suggestions and helping me out with design work and things. I really appreciate it. And while I often question what I'm doing with my life, you guys kind of remind me that I'm doing the right thing, hopefully. So thank you so much. Cheers for being rad, and let's make 2021 a really good year for freestyle. Thanks guys, take care of yourselves. If you need help with anything, give me a shout, and we'll catch up soon. Cheers, bye bye.